Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji,
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam Mataji.
Krishna Mataji,
Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat
Krishna
Pranam.
Mataji.
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Hare Bol.
Oh, Hare Bol, Rishabh.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Sadar Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
So Hare Krishna, everyone. So today we're officially halfway through our Pancha Tattva Seva challenge on the 4th day. Hari Bol, I see Pritam saying Hari Bol. So we only have 3 days left. Today we're going to finish our parikram of Godrum Dweep, and we have the honor of receiving the association, the divine association of His Holiness Kavi Chandra Swami. So Maharaj, he's always taking, every single year, he's going on Navadvip Mandal Parikram, and he's always taking the devotees around. So such a amazing personality that we get to welcome in this Sangha. So today, the special service for all levels was to cook for Gornitai. So how, maybe if everybody could say how that went in the chat box, or maybe some preparations that you cooked. Of course, I mean, we know that Mahaprabhu is Bengali, and in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, there's so many amazing preparations, especially like how Advaitacharya would prepare these amazing feasts with his wife, Malini Devi, for Gornitai. So I don't know, there's like so many different types of shak and shukta that Mahaprabhu really likes, but I know that not everybody's able to get like Bengali vegetables. So anything that you were able to cook. Oh, Satya Nisha says she cooked jeera rice and dum aloo. Oh, aloo dum is so nice. Oh, pasta, banana flour curry. Oh, okay, so mocha, wait, is it mocha? That's how you, right? The Bengali vegetable? Yeah, okay, pav bhaji, jeera rice and paneer, halwa, gulab jamun, blueberry muffins, Jayanta, right? Oh, yeah, Jayanta said yes, mocha. That's Mahaprabhu's also, he really loves it, in favor of Nityananda Prabhu. Yeah, Yatharth, you asked if we're not able to cook today, can we do it tomorrow? Yes, of course. Sweet Shruti Pandit with sweet rice. Oh, Mosami made poppy seed curry, rice, smashed potatoes, brinjal, and dal. I don't know, smashed potatoes, if you meant like aloo shuddha or like the Videshi style. Oh, payasam, dal, shukta, mocha sabji. Oh, so many nice preparations. I'm sure that Mahaprabhu is really happy. And oh, aloo paratha, very nice. And yesterday I saw that many people posted pictures of distributing books. It was so inspiring to see how I saw Atarv. I don't know if he's here. There's just so many people online on Zoom. It's hard to see, but I saw Atarv also. He distributed a book in school, I think, right? Oh, we can't hear you, Atarv.
With my friend.
Oh, that's so nice. It was so nice to see. I was so happy. Oh, Hare Bol, Nidhi and Gora, Hare Krishna, Kaushik. I see so many familiar faces. I'm so happy to see everybody. Okay, so let's start our Sangha, our pranams. Srila Prabhupada. Okay, Shruti Pandit.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Uh,
Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine. I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna, having taken shelter at his lotus feet. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Rishabh?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyatya Deshacharine. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, O spiritual master, servant of Saraswati Goswami. You are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya and delivering the Western countries.
Thank you. And Jeshwita and Gorangi?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhar Pandit, Shivas Thakur, and all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya.
Haribol. Jai Shri Shri Pancha Tattva ki Jai. So now time for a japa. I'll unmute everyone. Jai Shri Thank you everyone for chanting so intensely and so focused. So as we prepare ourselves for Godrum Dweep, so today we're going to visit these 4 places: Goradaha, Suvarna Vihar, Harihara Kshetra, and Nrsimhapalli. But before we do that, we can recite Navadvip Ashtakam, glorifying Sri Navadvip Dham, as Srila Rupa Goswami so beautifully did. And then, we can be in the appropriate mood to enter Navadvip Dham. Okay, so I'll do it together. We can all chant together. Shri Gaura Deshe Suradhirgikayas Tire Tiramye Pura Punya Maya La Santa Mananda Bharena Nityam Tam Shri Navadvipa Maham Smarami. Mosumi?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
In meditation, I recall Sri Navadvipa Dham, eternally shining, filled with Ananda. Oh, so charming! Here in Gauradesha, on the side of the Dirghika, along the pure celestial Ganga's eastern shore.
Thank you. Yasmai paravyo mavadanti kechit chagoloka iti rayanti. Vradanti vrindavanameva tagyais tam shri navadvipa maham smarami.
I meditate on Sri Navadvipa, which some say is the spiritual sky of Vaikuntha. Some say is the realm of Goloka, and they who know the truth say is Sri Vrindavana.
Yasadvadikshu spuritai shushatai nanadrumai supavanai parita. Shri Gaura Madhyana Vihara Patrais Tam Shri Navadvipa Maham Smarami.
I meditate on Sri Navadvipa, where in every direction are cooling breezes and mead trees, where Lord Gaura enjoyed his noon pastimes.
Shri Svarnadi Yatra Vihara Bhumi Suvarna Sopana Nibhata Tira Vyaptormi Birgora Vagaha Rupais Tam Shri Navadvipa Maham Smarami.
I meditate on Sri Navadvipa Dham, where the celestial Mandakini Ganga flows with great pleasure. Her banks are studded with golden stars, and her playful waves dance in great joy when Gaurasundara takes his bath in her waters.
Mahantyananta Nigrihani Yatra Spuranti Haimani Manoharani Pratyalayam Yam Shayate Sadashis Tam Shri Navadvipa Maham Smarami.
I meditate on Sri Navadvipa Dham, where there are innumerable beautiful golden houses in which Lakshmi Devi resides with her devotees. These houses are so transcendentally charming that they automatically steal one's mind.
Vidyadaya Shanti Mukha Samastai Sadbhir Gunar Yatra Jana Prapana Samstuyamana Rishi Deva Siddhais Tam Shri Navadvipa Maham Smarami.
I meditate on Sri Navadvip Dham, where the perfected souls are ornamented by knowledge, compassion, tolerance, sacrifice, and all transcendental qualities, and who are praised by the sages, demigods, and siddhas.
Yasyantare Mishra Purandarasya Sananda Samyaika Padam Nivasha Shri Gaura Janmadika Leela Dyas Tam Shri Navadvipa Maham Smarami.
I meditate on Sri Navadvip Dham, where Jagannath Mishra says happily, where all varieties of bliss reside in Gaurasundara's lotus feet, and where he took birth and performed other sweet pastimes.
Goro Brahmanyatra Hari Svabhaktai Sankirtana Prema Bharena Sarvam Nimajayatya Ulusha Durmadabdho Tam Shri Navadvipa Maham Smarami.
I meditate on Sri Navadvipa Dham, where Gaurahari roamed about with his own devotees, chanting the holy names with great love and submerging everyone in an ocean of prema.
Etan Navadvipa Vichintanadyam Padyastakam Pritam Anapatedya Srimat Sachinandana Pada Padme Sudurlabam Prema Samapniyutsa.
Whoever daily recites and remembers with great affection this Ashtakam to Sri Navadvipa Dham achieves the very rare jewel of prema and the lotus feet of my Sri Sachinandana.
Jai, thank you so much for reading so nicely,
Haribol.
clearly. Thank you. So going back to Godrum Dweep, so we visited already few islands, Antardweep, Simantadweep, and now we're going to complete our Godrum Dweep parikram today. So I'll just share my screen again. So little pop quiz of yesterday, with just one question. What we saw Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's room and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada's room also in Swananda Sukha Kunj. What different items did you see in Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's room? There were like a few things that Nargopal Prabhu was pointing out. Let's see. Yes. Shivani Mataji's bed. Trikaya said fan. Rajnandini said books. Yes. Chair. Aditi Pataka's chair. The bookshelf. The fan was, I've never seen a fan like that. Yeah, so his bed, his bookshelf, books. Yes. Oh, Shivani Mataji went a little extra, which is beautiful. The balcony, which has the vision of Yogapit. So he could see, like there wasn't so many buildings before, and he could see Yogapit from his home. Okay, so now we're going to complete our parikram. So I'll just share. Just have to find the right place. Okay. Please give me thumbs up if you can hear and see.
Bhaktivinoda Thakur's time, there was not much construction there.
Could you hear?
Mango has.
You can hear everyone? Okay, perfect.
Not been off. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we are in Nandagram now. Godrum Dvep is non-different from Nandagram. And the hill, Nandagaon hill, is non-different from Lord Shiva. Remember when we walked into Bhaktivinoda Thakur's place, there's a beautiful temple of Lord Shiva that represents that. And we're in a beautiful place called Gaura Daha. Gaura means Mahaprabhu, Daha means a lake. So this particular pastime is described in the book called Prema Vivarta by Jagadananda Pandit. He writes, one day Mother Sachi invited him to take the remnants of Mahaprabhu. Mother Sachi every day would cook all the items that Mahaprabhu liked very much. And he lists all the items. After taking the remnants of Mahaprabhu, which was offered by Mother Sachi, Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Gadadhar Pandit, Bakrishar Pandit, Govinda Ghosh, Basu Ghosh, all these exalted personalities, they all came here to this very place that we are sitting right now. And Basu Ghosh began to lead the kirtan while Govinda was playing the mridanga and Bakrishar Pandit was dancing along with Nityananda Prabhu and others. Hearing the melodious kirtan of Basu Ghosh and hearing the chanting of other devotees, all the inhabitants of this place, they all came here. Mahaprabhu along with Nityananda Prabhu began to dance in ecstasy. And Bhakrishna Pandit began to dance. And all of you know that Bhakrishna Pandit is known for dancing. He could dance non-stop for 72 hours without eating, without sleeping, without drinking water, non-stop for 72 hours. This place was filled with ecstatic love of God. Nothing else could be heard other than chanting the holy name of the Lord. After chanting for quite some time, the Lord saw some cows grazing nearby. And you can see this beautiful place. And it reminded Mahaprabhu of Vrindavan. And he wanted to have a picnic. So this is such a beautiful place. I should have, we should have a picnic here. Understanding the Lord's desire, the inhabitants brought lots of milk sweets, rasmalai, sandesh, so on and so forth. And seeing all those milk sweets, Mahaprabhu was very, very pleased. So he sat here along with the associates and honored the milk sweets here. When he finished, a young cowherd boy named Bhima, he came forward. And with so much love, with such simple heart, that cowherd boy requested Mahaprabhu. He says, "My Lord, you are here. You are my uncle." And he says, "My mother, her name is Syama. She is waiting. She will be so happy to see you. She is waiting for you. I see you eating milk sweets. We are cowherd boys. We are cowherd men. In our house, we have so much milk sweets." And with a very simple heart, he said, "If you come with your associates, whatever I have in the house, I'll offer all that to you. You please come, you have to come." And he took the Lord's hand and he was pulling him, he was begging him, "You have to come." He said, "If you come, you please honor all the prasad. After that, I'll massage your feet. You have to come, you please come." The Lord was moved by his devotion. He went to Syama Govalini's house, Bhima's house, where the Lord and his associates were seated in the Gosala, cow shed. And Syama Govalini, Mataji, put the banana leaves and served all the milk sweets she had in the house. For the second time, the devotees and the Lord honored the milk sweets. When that pastime of honoring prasad was done, then one other cowherd man named Ramdas, he came and he informed the Lord, "My Lord, the cows don't drink water from this pond." Mahaprabhu was very, very surprised. "How come?" He said, "Because there is a crocodile that lives here. And even though the cows wants to drink the water, but they are very, very scared." So the Lord came out with his devotees, and the pond was on the other side of the road, and the Lord instructed the devotees to start the kirtan. And the devotees began to do the kirtan. And this is the difference between us honoring prasadam and the devotees and Mahaprabhu honoring prasadam. They could eat up to here, and right after that they could start an ecstatic kirtan, whereas we need a good amount of rest. So devotees came here and began to chant and dance in ecstasy. And in front of everybody's eyes, this huge crocodile just came out of the water. And all the devotees were saying they're totally mesmerized, shocked. He comes, Mahaprabhu was chanting and dancing. This crocodile comes and he touches the Lord's lotus feet. The moment the crocodile touches the Lord's lotus feet, he gained his original form. Deva Sisu, he was like young demigod. So he transformed to a young demigod from a crocodile, so all the devotees were shocked. So the Lord asked, how come? What happened to you? How did you get this form of a crocodile? So he began to tell his story. He said, as a young demigod, I was very, very naughty. I was in Vrindavan, in Kamyavan, and I saw Durvasa Muni lying down, resting there. So I took a knife or a scissor and I cut the matted hair of Durvasa Muni. And Durvasa Muni is someone that you don't want to play around with too much. He is known for his anger, he is known for cursing. So because this young demigod cut the matted hair of Durvasa Muni, so Durvasa Muni was very, very upset. He wasn't very happy with what this young demigod did, and he cursed him, said, I curse you to be a crocodile for 4 yugas. That's a long time. Satya, Treta, Dwapar, Kali, 4 yugas. So the Devasisu began to cry. He fell at the feet of Durvasa Muni. Please forgive me, please forgive me. I've done a mistake, I have offended you, please forgive me. So at that time Durvasa Muni became very pleased. He said, don't worry, in the beginning of Kali Yuga, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will appear as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Upon hearing his kirtan, when you come out of the water and touch the Lord's lotus feet, you will regain your original form. So upon relating this story to the Lord and his devotees, Devasisu went back to his place in the heavenly planets. Now here it is explained, Sei hoite Gauradaha Nam Parachar. Since that time, this lake or this place became known as Gauradaha. This pond is named after Mahaprabhu. This place is non-different from Kaliyadaha in Vrindavan. And Sei Daha Darshane Sporshane Papokhay. Anyone who sees this place, anyone who touches this place, Krishna Bhakti Labh Hoy Sarve Vedekhay. It is described in the scriptures that that person will get love of Godhead. So that is the power, that is the potency, spiritual potency of this place. So this place is situated in Godrum Dvip. We are in a place called Gauradaha, and just look at the enchanting beauty of this place. During the parikrama, the devotees come here and they roll on the ground, remembering the past time that the Lord, along with Nityananda Prabhu, Gadadhar Pandit, Bhakrishwar Pandit and other devotees chanted for hours and hours. So remembering that this place is touched by the Lord and his devotees. So the dust from the Lord's lotus feet and his associates, they're all here. Therefore, remembering this pastime, the devotees roll on the ground.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
We will take darshan of Harihar, then we will be going down and sprinkling the water of Gandaki river. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. So there's two rivers that are residing here, Alakananda and Gandaki river. Just like in Mayapur. So this side of the Ganga is Ganga. That side of the Ganga is Yamuna. So it's two rivers residing in same place. So one side is Alakananda, one side is Gandaki. Alakananda Purva Bhage, that's what Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. Purva Bhaga means on the eastern side. So on this side of the temple is Gandaki, I guess on the other side is Alakananda. But it's two different personalities. Just like in Panchaveni, 5 rivers in one place.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So as you can see, these are some of the remnants from the palace of Subarna Sen. He lived during Satya Yuga, and Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur got this land. So when they were developing this land, they found these pieces here. Hare Krishna. So we are in Godrum Dvip. We are in Narasimhapalli, the place of Lord Narasimhadev. This place is also known as Devapalli, where the demigods also reside. After Lord Narasimhadev killed Hiranyakashipu, killing the armies of Lord Narasimhadev, Narasimhadev wanted to rest in a very peaceful place. So the Lord came here and he rested here. All the demigods wanted to serve Lord Narasimhadev where Lord Narasimhadev rests. So all the demigods, they all came here, and Vishwakarma made many houses so the demigods can reside and serve Lord Narasimhadev. He is the protector of the devotees, and this is the best place to come and pray to Lord Narasimhadev that he may remove all the obstacles in the path of devotional service Lord Narasimhadev is very pleased with devotees who come here for protection, and he will remove all the obstacles in the path of worshipping Sriman Mahaprabhu. Narasimhadev Bhagavan ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Hari Bol. So, this is Mandakini river. As I was explaining in the temple that when Lord Narasimhadev decided to come here, all the demigods came, and Vishwakarma built houses for the demigods on the bank of Mandakini river. So this is Mandakini river. So all the houses of the demigods was around this place. You can sprinkle some
Jai Golden Tweet Ki Jai. Okay, so now pop quiz. I'm writing some questions down as we the Sangha. Okay, and I'm just gonna make sure that. Okay, so Golden Dweep is not different than which place in Vrindavan? Yes, Nandagram. Okay. Now, the first place we went to, well, today, was Goradaha. So what is the meaning of Goradaha? Yes, Mahaprabhu's lake or Mahaprabhu's pond. And this place, Goradaha, is not different than which place in Vrindavan? Yes, Kaliyadaha. Okay, awesome. So now, Prabhu was mentioning a few special personalities that were engaging in kirtan, dancing, and chanting in Goradaha. Can you name a few? I know there were quite a few names. Okay, yes, I see Bakreshwar Pandit. A lot of people. Gadadhar Pandit, Govinda Ghosh, Bashu Ghosh, Nityananda Prabhu, Mahaprabhu, yes. Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar Pandit. Okay, so who was the dancer? Like who's known for their dancing? I mean, they're everybody dances and chants in Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan movement, but this personality is especially known for his dancing. I'm waiting to see. I see names like Advaita Acharya. And okay, yes, Bakreshwar Pandit. And one fun fact that if you want to note down is that Sri Tunga Vidyasaki is Bakreshwar Pandit in Gaura Lila. And Tunga Vidyasaki, she's the Acharya of music, of drama, of dance. So then, like, you can have this connection. And Bakreshwar Pandit, he could dance non-stop for how many hours straight, without eating, without sleeping, without drinking, anything. Yes, 72 hours. That's 3 days, 3 nights. And who was leading the kirtan? This kirtan. Bakreshwar Pandit was dancing, Mahaprabhu was dancing, everybody was dancing, but who was leading the kirtan? Was it Govinda Ghosh or Basu Ghosh? Yes, Vasu Ghosh. So then Mahaprabhu, he was, he saw some cows grazing nearby and it reminded him of Vrindavan. And he thought, oh, I want to have a picnic here. Let's have a picnic. So then everybody was bringing certain types of preparation. Can you write on the chat the different types of preparations? Yes. Milk sweets. Any particular milk sweets that you would like to offer to Mahaprabhu? We can also do Vanasa, like we can also cook for him with our minds, with our hearts. Also, as we're visiting these holy places, we can also offer obeisances, and we're getting we can also get this benefit by meditating on the Dham. Okay, I see so many different types of sweets. Rasgulla, kheer, sweet rice, rasmalai. Yeah, Mahaprabhu loves milk sweets. So there was a young cowherd boy. What was his name? He approached Mahaprabhu and asked, like, Mahaprabhu, please come to my house. My mother's waiting for you. We want to give you nice milk sweets. Yes, the young cowherd boy's name was Bhima. And what was his mother's name? Yes, Shama Gwalini Mataji. Gwalini is like Gwala, like cowherd girl. Then there was another cowherd man. What was his name? And he was saying that, I have so many cows, but they cannot drink water from this pond because there's a crocodile that lives here. Yes, correct, Ramdas. And I mean, I think I already said the answer. So I was going to say, what animal was living in the water and then touched Mahaprabhu's lotus feet? Okay, yes, crocodile. And then when he touched Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, he transformed into his original form. Yes, into a young demigod. And this young demigod, he was cursed by which Muni? Yes, Durvasa Muni. And Durvasa Muni cursed him for a certain amount of period. Yep, 4 yugas. And why did he get cursed? How was he naughty? Yeah, he cut off Durvasa Muni's hair. Okay, now moving to the next place. Where did we go after Goradaha? Yes, we went to Harihara Kshetra. And in Harihara Kshetra, we're going to hear the pastime from His Holiness Kavi Chandra Swami. But we saw Harihara Diti. And then so do you know, so Harihara, the Diti is half, like 2 personalities combined as one, you could say. I mean, Marge will speak more. Yeah, this is a bonus question because it wasn't mentioned yet. Yeah, so Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu. And there are 2 rivers that are combined, that come together at this point, right next to Harihara Kshetra. Yes, Alakananda and Gandaki rivers. And then after Harihara Kshetra, we went to one place, another place. Yes, we went to Nrishingapali. And another name for Nrishingapali is, yes, Devapali. Because all the demigods, they built their houses around which river? Yes, the Mandakini River. And who built the houses of all the demigods? Yes, Vishvakarma. Okay. So now let's see. We went to 3 islands. Can you write the 3 islands we've been and the process of bhakti that they each represent? Okay. Yes, Antardweep represents Atmanivedanam. Simantadweep represents Shravanam. Godrumdweep represents Kirtanam. Yes, everyone's doing really awesome. So while we wait for Maharaj, okay, yeah, still a few more minutes. Okay, I'll just read while we wait for Maharaj. I'll say one story. So we went to so in the first day in Antardweep, we went to Murari Gupta's house and we just took darshan quickly in the parikram. We didn't get to hear about him. So I'll just say like one little story. Does anybody know who Murari Gupta is in Ramayana? Yes, he's Hanumanji. So Murari Gupta is a very, very close associate of Mahaprabhu. And actually, Murari Gupta is a little bit older than Mahaprabhu, and they would go to school together. So their school teacher was Gangadas Pandit, but Murari Gupta was older. So he was like you could say he was senior. And then, but Nimai, he was so naughty. He was very, very intelligent, but he was like the leader of his friends. And he was known all over Navadvip for being super mischievous and naughty and playing so many pranks on everyone. So then one time, it's a really funny story. So then Nimai was just playing in the street with his friends. He was covered in dust, covered in sweat. He'd been playing all the time. His clothes were almost falling off because he was just so busy playing. And then Murari Gupta, he was like walking like a scholar. He was discussing philosophy of Jnana Yoga to his friends, and he was moving his hands and moving his head like this. And Nimai, he was standing like behind Murari Gupta so that everybody could see him, but not Murari Gupta. So when Murari Gupta would move his hands like this, Nimai would move his hands. When Murari Gupta would shake his hand like this, then Nimai would also. So Nimai started copying everything. And like as kids love to do that. And then sometimes, your parents get like annoyed, like, listen to me. And then you start repeating what they say. So Nima was doing the same thing. So then, like, at first, Murari Gupta noticed he didn't say anything. He's like, okay, I'll just ignore, keep speaking. But then at one point, everybody started laughing. So then Murari Gupta, he lost his patience and he said, are you, like, you're so naughty, Nimai. How can you, you're such a troublemaker. So then Nimai got angry and he said, you're calling me a troublemaker? I'm going to show you in lunchtime. I'm going to teach you a lesson and you're never going to forget. So Murari Gupta was worried, like, oh, Nimai is known all over Navadvip for being such a prankster. I have no idea what is going to happen. He said, what is going to happen? So then Murari, he went home to have his prasadam. He completely forgot. And then suddenly Nimai, he starts calling, Murari, Murari. And Murari's heart was pounding. He thought, oh no, Nimai said he was going to teach me a lesson. What is he going to do? So then nervously, Murari opened the door and he saw Nimai, so beautiful and effulgent. And then Nimai said, Murari, don't worry. I'm not going to do anything. Just eat peacefully. So Murari, he sat down and he started eating. And then Nimai walked right up to Murari's plate and he urinated all over his plate. He was so naughty. So then Nimai started scolding Murari Gupta and he said, why are you spreading the glories of Jnana Yoga and ignoring the path of Bhakti? You act like such a great scholar. You're moving your head, you're moving your hands like this, but you're actually the biggest fool. You have to give up all these other paths of philosophy and just love Krishna. Just focus on Prem Bhakti. So then Nimai then left and returned home. So this is like a beautiful pastime showing how Nimai was revealing the most important truth in life to his close associate. And Murari Gupta was thinking, who is this young boy? He's speaking such profound truths from such a young age. He must not be ordinary. He must be Krishna himself. And then Murari Gupta, he went to Sachi Mata and Jagannath Mishra's house and he saw them like just playing with Nimai acting just like a little boy playing and laughing. So he was so astonished, like, what is happening? So then he rushed and told Advaita Acharya about everything that happened. So then I thought this pastime is so sweet and so beautiful, like Nimai is so naughty, and just showing how, Bhakti is the most important, and how Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita, abandon all varieties of religion, all other paths, and just focus on surrendering unto me and loving me. So just wanted to share that pastime while we were waiting for Maharaj, and Maharaj is now online. We're so grateful, Maharaj. Thank you so much for giving us your association. As I was telling all the devotees that every year you're guiding all thousands of devotees in Navadvip Manda Parikram. So we're so grateful for your association, Maharaj. Oh, sorry, Maharaj, you're muted. Okay.
Okay. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare. Okay, now I had a topic. Now I don't find it. What is the topic?
Oh, Maharaj, today we visited Godrum Dweep. So we were wondering if you could please speak about the pastime of Harihara Kshetra and Suvarna Vihar Lila.
Which Leela? Suvarna Bihari?
Suvarna Vihar and Harihara Kshetra.
Okay. Very good. We'll go Suvarna Vihar first. It's a very old one. The place is kind of isolated now. Of course, nothing is isolated in Navadvip, but still a little bit isolated. At the time when Bhakti Siddhanta wanted to buy that place, it was jungle, just tigers. But he said this is the place, and even there's some stones that are there now, he says, from the palace of King Subhanabihar, which was like such a yuga. So he was a very rich king, and not so spiritual, but good, good man, pious. And he was getting old. Narada Muni came to preach to him and started telling him, you fool, you're just after money and trying to enjoy this material world. But, and the whole material, everything is temporary. You can't enjoy for very long. And it's very limited pleasure. And the king finally, got some feeling, and he wanted to know it. He said, in the future, the Lord is going to come. And then he got a vision of Lord Chaitanya. And he was, really amazed, and he wanted to serve. Lord Chaitanya said, I'll be appearing again in the Kali Yuga, and at that time you can serve me. So that king became forget the name. He became a very rich man that was very devoted, and he's the one that arranged the marriage of Lord Chaitanya to Vishnu Priya. He made it the most opulent wedding ever, because in Navadvip people were very much like modern rich Indians. They spend unlimited money for their daughters' weddings and those kind of things. So he made this to be the biggest wedding anyone had ever seen, to establish the the position of Lord Chaitanya. So that's King Subhanabihar. Now there's a very nice temple there, Gaudiya Math, beautiful deities of Radha and Krishna, and 2 cows, and the stones from the original place. It's a very mystical place. We devotees always like to go there. So it's just another example of, what is preaching and the mercy of Narada Muni, and we're supposed to be Narada Nugas. Prabhupada said we're all followers of Narada Muni. Narada Muni is a special. Lord Brahma was creating his first sons, 7 rishis, just from his mind. He would just think about, we need someone to do this kind of yajna, we need someone to do this kind of preaching, we need someone for Prajapati, and they would just appear. He didn't have to, have babies or have a wife or anything. He could just create them out of his mind. Nobody can do that now. So after all these specialists in different material juggyas, he was thinking, we need one person who has nothing else to do except preach bhakti, preach Krishna's service all over the universe. So while he was thinking that, that's with his finer discretion of his intelligence, Narada Muni appeared. And Narada Muni is that person that he does nothing but preach. He's totally merciful, preaches to anyone and everyone, and convinces them. We have so much Narada Muni, and he's preaching to Yudhisthira, he's preaching to King Prachinibhari, he's preaching to, all throughout he's preaching to Kamsa, he preaches to Ravana. He's even people like Kamsa and Ravana, when Narada Muni comes, they bow down. They're afraid of offending him because they know he's such a powerful sage. So, and just like that, Prabhupada, one time, I think it was Srup Damodar Maharaj, So Prabhupada, I think in a vast puja offering, you are like a combination of Vyasadeva and Narada Muni. You're writing so many scripture and at the same time you're traveling all over the world, you know, preaching to anyone and everyone. Another man once told Prabhupada, you are like incarnation of Vyasadeva. Prabhupada said, Vyas Prasad. It's the mercy of Vyas. So we are in that line. And even though most of us were not rich, but we were trying to enjoy, because rich people, poor people, they're all trying to enjoy the same way, you know. And only sometimes rich people are Ambarish Prabhu. He said that poor people, they like to think that money can't buy happiness. He said, but the rich people, they know that. They know it can't buy happiness, but they keep thinking by Maya's power, if I just get a little more, then I can get, you know, the next purchase is going to do it. The next, you know, big victory in the investment or whatever, but can't buy love. You know, the Beatles said, money can't buy me love. So that's Suvarna Bihar. Suvarna means gold. Like in Bangkok, the airport's called Suvarna Bhumi, gold land. But the Hare Kshetra is a very interesting place. One of my favorite places. It's also still a little bit, you know, isolated, mostly big orchards or something around there. A lot of open fields. And the deity there is called Harihara. He's half, one side is black and one side is white. And holding different symbols. So one side is Vishnu and one side is Shiva. One side is Lakshmi and one side is Parvati or Durga Devi. So, of course, in one sense, Vishnu and Shiva are the same. Like Advaita Charya, he's Sada Shiva. He's also Mahavishnu. Mahavishnus, and they're all emanations. Sadashiva, Mahavishnu, they're all emanations from Balaram. Mahavishnu is quite removed. Sadashiva is a little closer. So that deity is there. I don't remember exactly when he was installed. Some king. There's a story there that one time that deity was stolen. And then nobody could find him. Then some boys were playing in the fields. There was one fox, and the fox was acting kind of weird. They followed the fox and they found this Harihara Murti just laying in the bushes. So they turned him over to the police, or they called the police, and the police took him to the station. And they wouldn't give the deity back to the pujaris until they got a secure temple where they could lock him up safe. So Janani Vast and Pankajjanri, they used to go to the police station and do some puja. And then Prabhupada's Bhaktivedanta Charity Trust, which he started to help the temples in Navadvip and the old holy places, they built what now is the, not exactly temple, it's a deity house with a very small platform in front, but it's very secure. So the deities are locked up safe in the night. That particular place is Varanasi. It's none different than Varanasi. Varanasi is the holy place of Lord Shiva. And when Varanasi was destroyed by Krishna, by the king there, tried to attack Krishna. He sent some fiery weapon. It was just burning up everything. But when he tried to attack Krishna, it just had to go back, and it destroyed the whole city. So then Shiva needed a place. So they gave him this Hare Kshetra place. So that's the place of Lord Shiva. So if anybody is dying there, Lord Shiva will come and shout in his ear, "Go Ranga, go Ranga, go Ranga." So that's a very auspicious place. If you're going to leave your body, you're in a, sometimes we're afraid I might leave my body, but we could feel safe there. That Lord Shiva, he resides there. That's one reason why it has a special feel there. So that, and anyway, that whole area, it's also very near from there, the short walk is the mango Amgat. That's the place where one of the places where Lord Chaitanya planted a mango tree. They would go every day, Udilo Aruna Pura Babaji, Dwijamani Gora Amani Jag, Vakata Samu, Loya Sati, Ge Lo Nagara Bra. That they would go every morning when the sun rises, and they would go in all over the towns and villages with chanting the holy name. So he saw the devotees were all tired from kirtan and dancing all day. So said, what would you like? What do you want to eat? They all wanted mangoes, but it wasn't mango season. So Lord Chaitanya said, bring me a mango seed. So he put that seed in the ground and started chanting something. And immediately there was a full mango tree, full of big, juicy mangoes. And these were not ordinary mangoes. They had no skin and no pit, no seed inside. So it was very easy to eat them. They were just all nectar. And then all the devotees, any man would be completely full by even one. So that says in some places that they ate from that tree every day for a year. Then it's not there anymore. Another time he planted a mango tree like that, but it was just there for a little while. Everybody got their mango, then it disappeared. So these are all these places the Lord Chaitanya traveled, and then Bhaktisiddhanta, he took his people all around. The Savana Vihar, he bought the land and made the temple there. It was in a dangerous jungle with tigers. Now there's no tigers. India almost ran out of tigers now, but they've been trying to revive the tiger population, but they're mostly just in one part of the country. But at that time it was wild and dangerous. And many of the temples around Navadvip, these old temples that were started hundreds of years ago, they were in the jungle. So we're very fortunate now because we have easy access to visit all these places and to hear and understand that, what it's all about, and what kind of pastimes happen, what is the meaning of these pastimes, why Lord Chaitanya does things like this. And at least I haven't heard much about Lord Chaitanya at Hare Kshetra or Suvarna Vihar, but of course he went all around, he went everywhere. That deity of Harihara, that wasn't there at the time of Lord Chaitanya, but because it's a Shiva place that was given to Shiva long ago, then we have the deity. It was a combination of Shiva and Vishnu. But I always think that's Advaita. like Lord Chaitanya is Krishna and Radha. He's a devotee and he's a Supreme Lord also. Lord Nityananda also, he's a Supreme Lord, but he never acts like the Supreme Lord. He's a Supreme Servitor Godhead. And Lord Chaitanya, he sometimes exhibited godly opulences of, influence and power. So Vishnu and Shiva, we hear to think that the names, if we hear to think, it's an offense, Pashandi, to think that the name of demigods is equal to or independent of the holy name of Lord Vishnu. In other places, in the Brihad Bhagavatamrita, it says that it's an offense to think that Shiva is different. So these are subtlety things that Prabhupada would say when asked, how can we understand? He'd say, this requires intelligence. And we need intelligence to understand these subtleties. So Shiva is, of course, there's different stories. I suppose there's different millenniums or different universes. In our universe, it was when the Kumaras, they were the first sons of Brahma, and he wanted them to marry because that was his duty. He's the Prajapati. He needed to populate the universe. And he was planning to get them married, even very young. And they didn't want to get married. They thought that would distract them from their spiritual life. So they refused, and Brahma got angry, because that's not natural for a son to disobey the father. But it is all right if it's for the higher purpose of spiritual life, serving the Supreme Lord, which is what they wanted. So Brahma, by his great intelligence, he held that anger inside. But then that's how Shiva came out from the forehead of Lord Brahma, Rudra.
Oh, sorry, Maharaj, somehow you got muted. Oh, actually, um, oh, Maharaj, Hare Krishna. Somehow we cannot hear you. Oh. Oh, there's no sound. Oh, yes, somehow we cannot hear you, Maharaj. I don't know what happened. But no, Maharaj is not unmuted.
Something happened.
Oh, yes, we can hear you now, Maharaj.
Yeah. It was just a quick time. I have these earphones and sometimes they turn on and then I'm not using them.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, Lord Shiva is, the greatest devotee. So he's simultaneously the same as Krishna and not the same. This is our high philosophy that we have to understand. So Hare Hare Kshetra, we can get that understanding very nicely. Why is she calling again? Now you hear me, right?
Yes, Maharaj, we can hear you.
Sorry. So I think you said till 7:30. So if you have any questions or comments, I'm happy to see what we can do about it.
Oh yes, Akarshit Bargotra. He has a question.
Hare Krishna Maharaj Ji, Dandvat Pranam. I am very fortunate to have your divine association, Maharaj. Thank you for the Nectarian class. Maharaj Ji, I have a small questions that like you have explained the Tattva of Shiva and Krishna. So we have so many questions in the spiritual life, some high level questions which we cannot understand. Like in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu we read and so many spiritual concepts. So what should we do in that condition? The questions usually come in and create doubt in our mind. How should we take it?
Can you repeat that?
Maharaji, there are certain spiritual concepts which are very high and we cannot understand. We don't have level yet. So what should we do in that case?
Read Prabhupada's purports. Talk about whatever you think you can understand. That's why we have, Prabhupada gave us so many books, and he explains every little thing over and over again in very simple ways. And sometimes it's so simple that, we don't catch it. That's why repetition is very important. Prabhupada, in his purports, the miraculous things, especially the Krishna book, which is, really amazing. But Krishna is achintya, so no one can really fully understand Krishna. That's not possible. But we can love Krishna. We can develop attachment for Krishna and want to serve Krishna. That's understanding Krishna. When we understand I'm a servant of Krishna, when we give up the false ego and we're not at all thinking I'm this body or that body, or I'm this family or that family, this country or that country, and we're just thinking I'm a servant of Krishna, then Krishna will reveal himself. Krishna says, Tesham Satyata Yuktanam Vajatam Priti Purvakam Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yenamam Upayanti Te. That for those who constantly engage in my service with faith and everything, I give the understanding by which they can come to. Krishna can give the understanding. We beg Krishna, please let me serve. That means we're understanding. That's the highest understanding. Is understand I'm a servant of Krishna.
Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for such a detailed answer. I beg to your lotus feet your blessing so that I can serve Guru and Gauranga unconditionally. Please bless this fallen soul.
Thank you. It's a good question. It's a sincere question. Humility is the only way we can understand Krishna. Only by humility. And that means that, a completely service attitude, willing to do anything.
Dhanvatana. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Siba Varman.
Someone else?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances onto your lotus feet.
Maharaj, I have one question that when we chant Hare Krishna mantra, then some of the times our minds get diverted from japa. So what can be done so that we can concentrate on our japa seriously?
Well, it's a good question. One thing is keep chanting, pray, associate with devotees who are chanting, and try to chant uninterruptedly, and join Harinam Sankirtan, public chanting. And there we're more, inclined to take shelter of the holy name and see, how wonderful it is to chant, how fortunate we are. And then read Prabhupada's purports. The Bhagavatam is all about, chanting the name of Krishna, remembering Krishna. So I wish I could chant, attentively. Lord Chaitanya said, Nam Namakari Baudani Dasarva Shakti Tatrapitani Mata Smarnina Kalaha Itadasi Tabakripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva Midishami Haji Nanaraja. That, my Lord, you have hundreds and millions of names, and in every one of them you've invested all your transcendental potencies. But as unfortunate as I am, I have no taste for chanting because I make offenses while I'm chanting. But even sometimes we may not make so much offense while we're chanting, except inattentiveness. But that's because there's a lot more hours in the day when we may be very absorbed in making offenses, criticizing devotees, criticizing ourselves even, because you're a devotee. So if you get absorbed in criticizing yourself, that's also big sense gratification, because we're just thinking of myself all the time. And that's just a natural phenomena. Thank you. You're all Bangladesh or what? Huh?
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam. Please bless me so that can I do more properly my japa.
Yeah, well, you bless me and I'll bless you. All right. Prabhupada said he asked devotee wants to pray for him, and devotee was shocked. He said, how can we pray for you? We're so fallen. And Prabhupada said, any devotee can bless anyone.
Thank you, Maharaj.
There's a bunch of hands up. I don't know.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Dandat Pranam.
Because I think you said 7 till 7:30.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're happy, Maharaj, if you're available, however much time you have.
What's that?
But, we're happy to be here as long as you can.
Oh, really?
You have some time to
Okay.
answer questions, so it's up to
I
you.
have some time, not a huge amount. I just had an all-night flight and didn't get any sleep, so.
Oh. We understand you're completely busy as well, Maharaj, so however much time we'll.
And when I see 3 hands up, let's see, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
5.
It will be never ending.
Okay, 10 minutes.
Okay, yes, Maharaj.
Try to ask different questions.
Pritam?
Not the same question over and over again.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Tattva Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisance. Maharaj, I have doubt that the difference between Maya and Yoga Maya. Right? When Krishna showed his mouth when he ate mud, it immediately he showed that he don't have nothing happened. Yashoda Maya didn't say anything. Like she's Yoga Maya, and how like and use like Durga is Maya Devi, like, and Subhadra Maharani is Yoga Maya. Like how can they what are means there are two Maharaj, like I don't understand, like Maya and Yoga Maya, what are their like? Can you please explain this difference between them, Maharaj?
Yogamaya is the original. She's Krishna's internal energy that's arranging spiritual activities. She arranges like the pastimes in Vrindavan, things like that, mystical things. Mahamaya is the material aspect of Yogamaya. Something like Shiva to Krishna, Shiva to Vishnu. And Mahamaya tricks people into thinking we don't need Krishna and that we can enjoy this body, we can enjoy our mind, we can enjoy the material world. We can think it's wonderful to hear about all the crazy things that are going on in the world. So and it's the same, in one sense, the same, but different aspects. Yogamaya and Mahamaya. Maya, there's many meanings of Maya depending on the accents. So, like Mayapur, it's a city of mercy or something. Maya can mean mercy, Maya can mean illusion, Maya can mean, unreal, but different meanings of Maya. Today is the appearance day of Ramanujacharya also. He was a great acharya in our line. Bhakti Siddhanta took many things from his teaching about how a sannyasi should behave. And he was equal to everyone. He didn't discriminate whether someone's born in a Brahmin family or Vaishya family or Sudra.
Leela Mataji?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavad Pranams. Please accept my humble obeisances. Maharaj, my question is like, I'm a little confused when we say for Advaita Acharya, we also say that Advaita Acharya was a Mahavishnu's expansion and Advaita Acharya's also Sadashiv's expansion. So how do I understand like whether Advaita Acharya was Mahavishnu or Sadashiv? Could you please clarify that? Hare Krishna.
He's both. In one sense, there's no difference, but he's both.
Oh, okay. Okay. So is there any role, a different role which Sadashiv holds and a Mahavishnu holds? Or
Yeah, it's different.
okay. Okay. So Advaita Acharya was both. Okay.
In one sense, Krishna and Vishnu are not different, but then they are. All the incarnations of Krishna are Krishna, but
Right.
But they're different. Different personalities, different activities, different rasas. Sadashiva is very mystical. Exactly what is. It's not the Shiva that we hear about, riding on Nandi the bull and all that. It's something else.
Okay.
No, the little girl. There's a little girl. Vishaka?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna
Thank you.
Mataji. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances.
Okay, thank you.
Maharaj, how can we surrender to Lord Krishna?
I didn't hear you.
How can we surrender to Lord Krishna Maharaj?
I can't catch all the words.
Oh.
My ears.
How can we surrender to Lord Krishna?
She's asking, how can we surrender to Lord Krishna?
Well, if you look in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, I'm not quite sure, verse 5 or 6 or one of those. It tells, the first sentence of the purport, Prabhupada says the surrendering process is explained here very nicely. So yeah, Nirmama Moha, Nirmomoha Jita Sango Dosha, Adhyatma Nitya Vinivarcha Kamaha, Dwandayar Vimukta Sukaduka Samgaya, Gachant Yamudha, Param Avyayam Tat. Those who are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association, who understand the eternal, and who are done with material lust, who are freed from the dualities of happiness and distress, and who, unbewildered, know how to surrender unto the Supreme Person, attain to that eternal kingdom. Purport. The surrendering process is described here very nicely. The first qualification is you should not be proud. So that's why we can't surrender, because we want to be the Lord. So we have to become humble. And how do we become is by association with devotees and by trying to surrender, by trying to serve Krishna, to do what Krishna wants, not do what Krishna doesn't want. A good question. And Lord Chaitanya is very merciful. So he said right away, just chant Hare Krishna and that's surrender. As long as you're chanting, you're trying to take shelter of the holy name, it will work. But there's degrees of, someone might be more surrendered than another. Until, my saktaman partam yogan yunvasha samsayama samagamam yatara shashi takshanu. Krishna says, I'll teach you how to free from doubt, how to serve free from doubt. We have doubts, and so that keeps us, well, maybe I'll surrender tomorrow, We have to switch that, well, I'll surrender tomorrow I'll chant better, tomorrow I'll do it. When we think of doing nonsense, we should think I'll do that tomorrow. This is how Vaisheshika Prabhu very intelligently taught.
Thank you, Maharaj. Please bless me, Maharaj.
So if you don't mind, I can sign off. I just had another class right before this one. And I had another one earlier today. And I didn't sleep. I was on the airplane all night. And I can't sleep just sitting in those chairs.
Yes, of course, Maharaj. We completely understand. We're just very grateful that you spent so much
Well,
time.
I'm grateful that you're all there. That's a big crowd. Somebody keeps changing my view. I don't like that speaker view. Yeah, this is 100, 108 people. Where are most of you? All around, different places?
Yes, Maharaj. So now we're like 170, and
Yeah.
most are from different parts of India, but also from around the world as well.
Very good. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Krishna.
Thank you, sir. Please bless me,
Everybody
Maharaj.
turn on your microphone and chant for 1 minute.
Yes, I'll put everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Do it again. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
So His Holiness Kavi Chandra Swami Ki Jai. So we're so happy again that you all came. Please tomorrow bring your friends as well. Tomorrow we're going to Ritudweep, and our guest speaker for tomorrow is His Grace Jananivas Prabhu. So he'll be speaking on the glories of Ritudweep, Champahati, which is one of my favorite places in Navadweep. And yeah, it's very, very beautiful. And Vidyanagar, which we'll also hear in the video. His Holiness Jaipataka Swami speaking about the pastime in Vidyanagar. So we only have 3 more sanghas left, and we still have the rest of the islands to go. I think tomorrow we'll visit 2 dweeps. So thank you everyone so much again for joining, and we'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Krishna Mataji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji.
All Ulas Krishna Gopal, Krishna Prabhupada ki jai.
Prabhupada ki jai. Some question.
Gauranga.
Gauranga.